and welcome back. It's been a while. I'm just here to give you a frame of reference of how long this has actually taken. I had time to dig out this entire quarry and fill it back up. But enough about that. I'll jump straight to the main event, because I imagine some people are here for that. I hope they are, because this is pretty cool. Because I have found the best way of getting diamonds. So, let's just go in here and look at what I have made. Now, I like to refer this to as just pure out lag machine. Alright, so this is basically a multi-layer structure. That's not as fancy as it sounds. Okay, so up front we have terrain smashes, which is pretty simple. Destroys a block, picks it up, and throw it in these ender chests, which I have a system for emptying. So I have them from 0 to 16, which is all the diamond spawning layers. So every time this entire construct moves 16 spaces, it will, by guarantee, have found at least one diamond, because that's pretty much how Minecraft works. Right, so how I'm doing this is I'm using these force manipulator, and they're quite simple. To get these to work, you need a cube mode, and you need to say how much it needs to pick up, how much it needs to move. So these are just basically saying you gotta move the entire thing from up here to down here, and 3 wide, and so on and so forth. It's pretty simple. And it'll just move it one ahead, but it won't move itself ahead. So you need a second one, just to, it picks up the other one when it goes. I'll show you in a second. This is getting power by getting something called Falstron, which I'm producing in a secondary location. If you don't know how to do that, I will show it in a second. Just stay tuned. And it goes into the corrosion deriver. The corrosion deriver gives it to the Falstron capacitor. The capacitor passes on to all parts of the MFFS, force field modular systems, to the force manipulators, which then has power to move it. And finally, I just smack that chunk loader on, so that it moves constantly. But it's not moving yet because it needs a redstone signal. So, also, I should mention that these walls of cobblestone, very important, because if lava gets in and gets moving with, for some reason it starts to erase part of the machine, and then it doesn't dig, and everything goes to hell. It's just bad time. So it's important to have these 2 layers of cobblestone, otherwise it's not going to be good. Alright, so the redstone signal. See, you apply it, and then the entire thing moves. Now that was this one moving. Notice that hasn't moved along. So you just whack another one there, that one moves it, bada bing bada boom, it's moving along. Alright, now, as I promised, I just gotta make my way out of here, away from the lag. That's great. I'm gonna show how to make the Forstron stuff, just in case you don't know, some people might not know it. Anyway, let's get out of here. Just a second. I have my little base. If you watch my previous video, which I actually strongly doubt you have, my sheep got out due to a creeper, so I built a glass dome just to be safe, and I built a second floor. If you want to know what all this is, stick around, I'll explain it. But basically what you need to know right now is to create the Fortron, which is basically a liquid, so you can put it in a tank, or you can just move energy somewhere else. I just like to put it in tanks. Anyway, this Fortron capacity, this corrosion deriver, it's right there on the screen. I can't believe it. Yeah, it takes just power, regular old power from anything. I have set up a bunch of ender generators right here. They're full of power, and it makes this Fortron. Puts it in the ender tank, goes to machine, bada bing, bada boom. You have an ultimate digging system. And it does get you quite a lot of diamonds. I'll just show the result I've had so far, which is about 200 diamonds. I think I had 5 diamonds before I started it. Something there in the region. Alright. So, and let's move on to something else. I'll explain all this stuff here. The power system is pretty simple. This is the white ender chest from before, which is also hooked up to the other thing. I have it constantly so that it has 16 ender pearls. These ender pearls get sucked out, put into these, they get energy, and, you know, simple as that. Alright, so what is this madness? This is a setup that is really good. It comprises of just an ME level emitter, a precision export bus, and a redstone furnace, or polarizer, sawmill, autocrafting, etc. etc. When you have a certain amount of stuff, I've set this to 2 stacks, 128 of glass, it emits a redstone signal, which is pretty handy with the ME precision bus. So you can say active without signal, then it'll export sand into the furnace. So if I just remove some glass here, see if I can find any, there we go, then this thing should get sand. Look at that. And you can see the redstone signal is off, everything's good. If you put the glass back, put up my hardened glass as well, there we go, redstone signal's back, and it doesn't get any more sand. Alright, and then it's just rinse and repeat with whatever you want. Some sand, so cobblestone into sand, this is rubber and plastic, I think, so on and so forth. Oh, this one, I quite like this one. This was a bit more difficult. I wanted to automate stuff like invar and hardened glass in the induction smelter, so it's very simple actually. It's just 2 level emitters instead of 1, because there's 2 inputs for the induction smelter, and then you just throw in the dust and the lead, and yeah, it's great. Same thing, rinse and repeat for the invar. It's good. Alright, so over here I have a bit more madness, but one of the main things I've done over here that's different is workbenches, which is just making me pistons, and, you know, sticks, and string, which is always good to have. So you just set that to a whatever amount, and it works. It's pretty good. When you need several stuff like this, just put them in at once for the piston and stuff, because it'll just go through them one at a time, and then when it has all of them, it's done, and it'll start crafting new pistons. Same with sticks and the cut. Right. The next thing I wish to show off is another bit of automation I've done with the auto spawner. Because as you recall, I told you last time how these work and stuff. If there's a redstone signal, they won't be active. So you just say, I always want 64 ender pearls. If there's not 64 ender pearls, this thing turns off, and it starts spawning me some endermen. So that means I will constantly have 64 ender pearls in my system. Alright, and then you just do the same thing with blazes over here, you know, for blaze rods. Put up a little system to automatically convert them into blaze power through the pulverizer. Ugh. And it is good. I want to check. Never mind. Alright. I think that's about it. That's all I've really done. God, it's causing so much lag to my server, really. It's that auto miner, it's just absolutely lacking out. Oh yeah, this also. Alright, so I also made a quick farming setup, just threw some diamond upgrade in here. It's just a simple planter with a harvester and diamond upgrades. For the power, I didn't want to use tesseracts and stuff because you lose 75% of the power, so I just used that. But I don't know, I think I'm getting rid of the ender generator soon, a bit clumsy. And I have some ideas to make some really good power. Like, really damn good. And I think that's probably what I'll be showing next time. Maybe some bees or something. I don't know. I'll see what I do. That's it. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Yeah, be good to a fellow human.